Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Retro Challenge Gamer, and we are here with Megaman Rock and Roll. Yeah, if I don't sound enthusiastic right now, it's because I have been on this level for the last several hours. Ghost Woman. This has been such a huge difficulty spike to the point that unless I find a level worse than this is well, I wouldn't say it's that one level, but it's definitely up there. It feels like a late game level, but the boss is definitely that one boss so far right now of this game. This is the Quick Man of Mega Man Rock and Roll. And I'll explain that in a little bit as we go through the level. So, as you've noticed, I'm kind of going through the first part of this relatively easy because I've been through this level so many gosh darn times. It's becoming rote memory now at this point. So yeah, don't think I didn't notice that waterfall there. We'll get to it later. Okay, this room has been pretty awful for the janky physics of the game. Like, the hit detection, when you bump your head on that platform, can knock you back down into the pendulum down there. It takes off a lot of damage, these swinging pendulums. That purple bat can drop a big energy or an extra life, and I think it does that one or the other 50% of the time, but it always drops one of the two. And that actually was a door that leads from, I think, an optional boss. I think it's one of the allies we get. So we'll see which one it is after I beat this level, if I can beat this level. Those spikes that we just passed, like, I have so much to talk about this level. Those spikes we just passed, they are almost near instantaneous, and sliding, oh god, one up, that doesn't bode well. I don't know how you're supposed to get through that Yoku block section without rush. I cannot do it. I don't understand how you do that without rush. So I'm glad I have him. But yes, this level combines instant death spikes and Yoku blocks in the same level, which automatically makes it one of my most hated levels already, just by those alone. But yeah, those spikes come up instantaneously, and that extra life is a trap. You do not have a lot of time before the spike rises up and kills you. Now this bell, this is actually not a bad mini-boss fight. Like the anglerfish, this is a pretty easy fight if you manage to keep track and bring the bat population down. And I do like the pun that is this mini-boss, bats in the belfry. I like the illusion there. This is nice. A good visual joke. So you just need to manage the bats, and then the rest of the battle is easy. I like the fact that the mini-bosses in this game so far are really easy, and not just as hard as the bosses, which they really shouldn't be. They're mini-bosses for a reason. They shouldn't have the ability to kill you over and over again, and you have to learn pinpoint precision tactics. They're mini-bosses, for God's sake. Okay, this area is a little nerve-wracking to get through that, especially because of the janky physics, and I don't know where the hit detection boxes are at the edge of the platforms. I'm still figuring that out. E-Tank really easy to get once you realize the timing. Okay, do not jump, slide back, wait for that thing to come to you, and then head off. Yeah, these rabbit spiders don't, I was about to say rapid spiders, but no, they're rabid. They actually go back up if you leave them alone for a little while, and then you can pass by unharmed. Okay, please let this be the one. Ghost Woman is awful. She has two primary things she can do to you. I don't know which one she's going to do first. Okay, this where she shoots 3 homing ghost figurines, and she'll appear in any one of those 3 windows at random. They kind of home in on you, and here's the second thing. This is the worst. Oh god! Oh jeez. That's the worst one, and then she'll go back and forth. You'll probably want to jump and shoot earlier than you think you would when she goes back and forth. So the way I've figured out how to dodge that, this is probably the easier of the 2 attacks where she appears in the windows, is she leads you really well with those blue balls of hers. Haha, blue balls. But what you want is you want to wait until the second blue ball is out of her hands before you make any sort of movement, because if not, she will lead the second one directly towards your position. So you wait. See how she does that? Ah, and she caught me! Ugh. Okay, jump and shoot faster. Then she's gonna come at you. Oh, jeez. Okay, that way you're forcing the lead for the projectiles she has. I don't even know how much energy she... Oh, God. Please, please, no, 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 no. I can't even explain this battle very... Okay. Okay, guys, I am... My wrists are literally shaking. Okay? I am not as young as I used to be, and my body is falling apart. Just 5 years ago, this wouldn't have been a problem, but I've been, as I said, I've been on this level for several hours, and my hands are shaking now. Okay, so we get the blue balls. Got it. What do they do? Okay. Oh, that looks like a very difficult thing to... I don't know how I feel about that weapon. Okay, so this was not an enjoyable level for me. I don't know how else to put it. This was pretty awful. As you'll see with the outtakes that will be coming here afterwards, that there's a lot of trouble that this level gave me. Both in the instant death spikes, the janky physics when I'm jumping from platforms to avoid the instant death spikes, and the Yoku blocks, and then of course the boss, which is leagues beyond anything Missileman and Tideman were ever being. So this was definitely a horrendous third level chosen for this lineup. The jury's out still on the stage, but Ghost Woman is definitely that one boss so far until someone can supplant her in this game. I don't even know how I'm gonna handle this in the robot rematch stages. I think she's gonna go first. So until next time, everybody, see y'all later and stay retro. I seriously hope the next level is easier. So this was me trying to figure out this whole area to begin with and work out the janky physics, and yeah, I should have made that ledge. I think I jumped a little too soon, but the hit detection boxes, if you don't... It's not that you don't quite make it. If you don't make it, it will literally push you off the side of the platform into the spikes. I think it defaults to shoving you off to the side. So yeah, getting through this first area was kind of a pain. It took me quite a few tries. I was having misgivings about the level already at the first area. And then I was introduced to these lovely things, the instantly spawning spikes. As you can see, you have to act fast. You have no time other than land, jump, land, jump. There's nothing for it. You can't even walk. If you try and do a stupid jump like that, well, you'll see how it is. And this is me trying to figure out the first Yoku block section and trying again and again to get up to that second block underneath the ladder, but it's like it's too big of a jump, and I don't know how you're supposed to do it. If someone can show me how to do it without Rust Coil, fine. And then I only had one outtake against the Belfry Bell, or whatever it's called. And that was just because I kind of rolled in with not as much health, and I was trying to figure out the whole battle situation. And then, of course, lovely Yoku blocks. Gotta hate them. So now we're getting towards the end of the level, and we still have issues. That surprised me. I was like, oh gosh, and I changed direction in midair when I shouldn't have, and I landed in the spikes. Yes, and your iframes are very short, as you saw there. And again, me figuring out stupid Yoku blocks. And here, now that I saw that there was an E-tank there, I was trying to get it, and this was me failing. Now the rest of this outtake section, as you will see, is against Ghost Woman, and all of my many attempts to figure out what the heck she was doing to me. So the first couple ones, you see I did not lower her energy bar that much. Like, I was just fumbling around. Like, what is she doing? What the heck is going on? I don't understand what's real anymore. You know, it was me figuring out the two things she does. The flash in the windows, not so bad. The flames she sends after you, not terrible to avoid if you know what's going on. this part with the blue balls which capture you, and she rams into you several times, very quickly I might add, that's the worst part of the battle. And that is what's going to screw you over and what's going to screw me over in the robot rematch stages, which I'm already not looking forward to for the sole reason of Ghost Woman. She is terrifying, and not because, of course, she's a ghost, but because she could ruin your battle plan instantly. In a short span of a couple seconds, it's over, and she's got you messed up. Told you I'd come back to this area. Now that I've completed Ghost Woman's level, I can now go and figure out what's going on over here, and probably get to the other side of that boss door. Oh, okay, we have skull attackers. Alright. I think I know which ally I'm going to get here. I think it's pretty obvious. Wow, that was pretty short. And we're already at the mini-boss or boss or whatever. Okay, so if he's anything like Skullman in... So he's not like Skullman in Mega Man 4, as I've discovered. He's quite a bit different. In fact, he's a little more tricky than his incarnation. It's still pattern-based, but now he leads you with the shots from his barrier. He shoots them out individually at first, and they actually go to your position roughly, and they stop behind you, not in front of you, but behind you. So watch what happens. See? And then they come back, and then he goes forward, and not across the screen either. He only goes like maybe 2/3 of the distance. And then he fires it off in a single blast. Overall, not a bad boss. I've only got one death to him so far, but I think I can make it. But there is a lot of opportunity. Wow, that hitbox on that skull shield is rather wide. Yeah, but I think I can do this. This doesn't seem like an exceptionally hard boss. Not like Ghost Woman. This... Oh, I should have jumped. Yeah, you actually want him to shoot it as far away from you as possible. That hitbox on the skull shield is huge. But not too bad. Only one death. And yep, this leads us back to the midpoint here. I'm so glad this stage is over with. I really am. And I even got an ally to boot. See y'all in the next video.